Liftoff.
It's one thing to talk about being a NASCAR driver, but what is it actually like in a car going over 150 miles an hour? Well, I'm about to find out. Let's do this thing. The newest Phoenix Suns guard Tyler Johnson may have just got into town, but he's already on the court practicing. As a two-way player, Johnson can help his team both on offense and defense, but as a fifth-year pro, he can take on a leadership role. It goes without saying, the weather here in Arizona has been less than ideal for spring training, but despite the drizzle and the dreadful temperatures, the Brewers are continuing to prepare for Cactus League play. Herm Edwards and the Sun Devils will be back on the field soon. Spring practice is set to start early next week, and the roster is loaded with quarterbacks, 4 to be exact. But despite the crowded quarterback room, offensive coordinator Rob Likens expects each potential starting quarterback to step up and be a leader, even though things got off to a bit of a rocky start. For Corey and Trevor, this is just the beginning for Project 34. With the support of the Arizona Diamondbacks, Pittsburgh Pirates, and Sun Devil Baseball, the two plan to make an impact for the spinal cord injury community that reaches far beyond the diamond. Thanks, guys. I'm here with Saguaro head coach Jason Mons. And Mons, you and your team are on your way to your 6th straight title game. How proud are you of your team?
Well, really proud of our boy.
I'm here with my friend Rick. He just drove me in a NASCAR. How fast did we go, Rick?
Probably somewhere around 145. Yeah, 140, 145.
That was insane. I know my heart was pumping the whole time. What was that experience like for you? I mean, I know you do it more than I do, but I mean, it has to be intense.
It is intense, especially on a track like this.
And speaking of a great performance, 9 total touchdowns, 2 of them coming from pick sixes. Is this a level of performance that you expect from your team every game?
First day of March and it's almost the weekend. Welcome to this Friday edition of Cronkite Sports Now. I'm your host, Makayla Perkins. Let's get it started. In shocking fashion, the 8-14 Washington State Cougars marched into Wells Fargo Arena last night and defeated the Arizona State Sun Devils. 1 week up, 1 week down. Spring training has been everything we hoped it would be in 2019. We've seen record-breaking deals, a historic Hall of Fame manager announce his final season, and home runs galore. Last night, the Coyotes lost their 5th straight game to the Columbus Blue Jackets by a score of 4-2. Rick Tocchet and his squad fell early to the Blue Jackets, giving Columbus a 2-0 lead. The Yotes tied the score with a strong start in the 3rd period, but ultimately Arizona could not get the job done. Moving forward, Tocchet expects his team to put the loss behind them and keep their sights on making the playoffs. The Yotes will be on the ice once again with hopes to snap their 5-game skid against the Dallas Stars tomorrow at 2.
D-backs legend Randy Johnson heard a young fan wanted to meet him for his birthday.
I learned about Caden and his family through a good friend of mine, and he asked if I could meet a family member of theirs who was a big Diamondbacks fan and the Randy fan.
Caden was diagnosed with autism in 2012, but his diagnosis has never stood in the way of his passion for baseball.
He offered this opportunity to my son for his birthday. We were in his room and I said, I got a surprise for you. I came back in about 30 seconds later after I had turned the lights out, and he was smiling with the sheets just up here, just completely glow on his face.
It was a really nice day to meet Randy. It's nice to be in the field playing catch with one of the best players.
Not only did the two play ball on the field, but Randy made sure to show Caden some of his memorabilia on display at the 20th anniversary experience.
You know, this is the 20-year anniversary of the Diamondbacks and the history of it. I told him that, you know, we were celebrating that this year. In 10 years from now, you'll come back and we'll have another 10-year anniversary tour.
So Diamondbacks are like my favorite team.